I realized that I was speaking before without ever actually saying who I was. So I'm David Bidwell. I'm the program manager for GLISA. And like I said before, I'm really happy to see so many people here and to see all of the folks who we fund and support. You heard a lot in the first half of the symposium about some of the more philosophical underpinnings of what's happening with GLISA and why we've been focusing on boundary organization. Part of what we've done is to have an annual funding program. And we're starting our 4th year of GLISA. In our first year, our funding program really funded more traditional, sort of academic-based research projects. And we said to people, make sure that you go out and you involve stakeholders and decision makers. And use that as a way of getting more of the information out and really encompassing more of information from people who are out there and doing the work. And the people who we funded did some really good work. And we're in the process of getting all of those reports sort of up online and up on our website. But when we came together with our advisory committee, which is something that we're doing again tomorrow, they said, you know, if you really want to try to change the way things are going in the region, you might think about funding some of these organizations who are out there doing the work. And as we thought about it, it started to make more and more sense to us. And we've really reached the point of sort of building the GLISA program around this idea of funding and supporting boundary organizations. So in the first year that we did our competition for funding boundary organizations, we got 55 letters of interest. Then this year we got 45 letters of interest. So if you think about that, that's around 100. That is 100 letters, but it's really around 100 different sort of projects or organizations out there within the region of people who are thinking about how is it that we prepare and adapt to variability in the climate and to a changing climate over time. And I think what that speaks to more than anything is this idea that this sense of adapting to the climate, et cetera, is really becoming more of a common and popular notion. People are thinking about how do we do it, and there's a lot of people out there in all different forms and different stripes thinking about how do we prepare for climate variables and climate change. So we think we're really on to something here. And we're really happy to have 6 projects that we funded from last year. And then some other projects that we support and work with. We have altogether sort of 7 projects represented today that are going to give some very short presentations. And I'm going to try to keep them moving along. I know 7 presentations is a lot to get through. So we're going to try to get them going and doing a fairly short presentation. And then hoping that all of you can stick around for the reception afterwards, where you can really find these people and talk to them a little bit more about their projects and try to build the network even more. In terms of our lineup, we have Claire Lehman from Michigan State University Extension is going to talk. Then we'll move on to Kimberly Hall from the Nature Conservancy. Marty Jaffe from Illinois Indiana Sea Grant will be talking. We do have Canadian representatives in our group of projects, and the Toronto and Region Conservation Authority will give a little bit of information about what they've done. One of our program associates will talk about another project through the Northwest Michigan Horticultural Research Station. Then we'll have Huron River Watershed Council will talk. And then another project that we work with here at U of M that we work with very closely, GLISA, which is the Great Lakes Adaptation Assessment for Cities. I think I got that right. We always just call it GLISA, and then you can't remember what the acronym actually stands for. We'll talk. And so first, I'll give you Claire Lehman, who will talk about the work that's been going on at MSU Extension.